Here we are, fam. We are headed into the state of play. Buckle up, buckaroo. 1 minute to go. My prediction for this, I think this, and I would love to be wrong, but I think that this is going to be way less exciting than people are hoping for, okay? My gut check is that this is going to be a lot about like marathon. I think we'll see Fair Game $. I think it's gonna be stuff like that. Maybe a Ghost of Yote trailer, probably an AC Shadows trailer, a Monster Hunter trailer. I think we see stuff like that. I don't think this will be that amazing. I would love to be wrong. Imagine if they just casually have Kratos walk out on top of a pyramid. I will pee myself if they do that. But I don't think that's what they do. I think this is going to be a lot more live service stuff. So let's see. Let's buckle up. It's going to be funny. So here we go. Let's watch it, and then in the VOD, you guys can make fun of me if I was wrong. Here we go. Ooh, baby. PlayStation. Oh, loud. Monster Hunter, I told you.
I had no idea just how big the world is.
Is it wild? How big the world is? Oh.
Stand witness to how its existence unfolds.
I love the Palicos so much, man. Hard. Fair? Oh! Mitsune. Dude, they're already coming out with free title updates and stuff. Oh, God. So buckle up, buckaroo. That's gonna be baller. Who said frame rate DLC? Raging? That's awesome.
皆さんこんにちは。モンスターハンターワイルズプロデューサーの辻本です。無料タイトルアップデート第1弾の追加モンスターとして玉光が決定いたしました。この他にもタイトルアップデート第1弾で追加されるコンテンツはまだありますが、詳細は改めてお知らせしたいと思っております。
Oh, baby.
本作は発売後に数回のタイトルアップデート。
I will say they've always had pretty good crossovers and events and stuff. I still remember when they did like what was it, a Leshen fight with the Geralt Witcher 3 crossover. So it's they've always been really, really good about it. Yeah, performance frame rate DLC. That would be funny. We're gonna unlock the 60 FPS mode with a DLC update after launch. Here we go. Remember, they guesstimated that this was about
forged to unleash vengeance.
Streets of Rage. Oh, they estimated this was about 40 minutes long, just so everybody knows.
No obstacle can stand in their way.
Oh, it's the Wolverine game. I'm being sassy. I'm sure this is probably great, but
striking with lethal precision.
Where's the Aloy crossover? How dare you? Now that you've said it's gonna happen, we're gonna have to play through a Monster Hunter Aloy Horizon crossover thing. Finding a robot dinosaur monster. Oh god. Herman, don't do it.
It's the master of the shinobi.
Shinobi. The art is beautiful.
Continues.
Shinobi 2. Or just Shinobi. Coming to PS4 as well. Sonic. Go Gadget Egbert. I will say, like, I've never been one of the Sonic guys, you know, like there's some Sonic fans and like either they grew up on Sega or they grew up with Nintendo primarily. I've never been Sonic or overly familiar with it. What I do know is Sonic hardcore fans are crazy, man. I don't know if some of you are out there watching, but man, it's crazy. I know it's unfair, but whenever I see like a hardcore diehard Sonic fan, I'm always like, it always makes me think of like Chris Chan. I don't know why. Why is he driving a car? Because he can. Thousands of little Sonics died for the right to drive. And you want to take that away from him just because he can run faster. It is kind of a funny thematic thing. It's like, you know, having King Shark use a shotgun. How does that make sense? I don't know. Sonic Racing! Yay! Also available on PS4. I thought this was a PS5 event. It says PS5. Okay, anyway. Is the chat? Yeah, the chat's predictable. Bandai Namco.
Become unbound from the laws that govern reality. To turn the gears of time once again.
An apocalypse looms over parallel worlds as their fates begin to intertwine. The battle to alter destiny begins. Embark on a journey alongside gods, heroes, and monsters of bygone eras. The anomalies, known as Digimon.
Digimon!
Seize the future. Together.
For a second, I saw the people walking on the city streets, and they look kind of like the like placeholder NPCs in Persona, and I was like, oh, but no, Digimon. Oh, that's a PS5 exclusive.
大家好，我是《输入之魂》的创作者杨斌。从一名独立开发者到今天与 PlayStation 携手，这一路走来已历经10
Solo
年。
developer leading the
《输入之魂》
collaboration.
结合了流畅爽快的战斗体验与丰富多样的世界设计，玩家将在各具风格的场景中探索，面对充满个性的敌人，同时与有趣的角色互动，逐步揭开精彩的故事。接下来，我非常激动地向大家展示全新的游戏预告，并正式确认游戏的发布日期。
Bring it on.
I keep having the same dream. A horrible dream. Where monsters invade our world. A powerful being falls from the sky. And when it seems they might vanquish the invaders, the dream ends. Is this really just a dream? My only hope lies with you. 。 . 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 . 。
《 。 。
I keep having the same dream. A horrible dream. Where monsters invade our world. A powerful being falls from the sky. And when it seems they might vanquish the invaders, the dream ends. Is this really just a dream? My only hope lies with you.
Trailblazer. We will travel across worlds, leap through dimensions, together. I see great power within you, a destiny waiting to be fulfilled. Let me be your vengeance. The blade in your hand. You never wanted to be a hero. But for humanity's sake, you must.
Then give me your power, Arena.
La Soledad. Only on PS3. How dare you? So far, a very, I feel,
Hi everyone,
Japanese
I'm Sean
focused.
Benson. We've got several updates today from partners around the world, starting with news from the Like a Dragon series.
Like a Dragon! Pirates? Yeah, baby.
First up, a playable demo of Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii
Ooh, baby.
arrives on PS5 this Friday. Players could try out 2 battle styles, including Goro Majiba's new Sea Dawn style, as well as engage in naval battles at the Pirates Coliseum.
It's just such an acid trip of a game. It's so great.
Sega and Mint Rocket joined forces in
Oh, yeah.
Ichiban's Holiday, a new
Dave the
crossover
Diver.
DLC coming to Dave the Diver.
Dave the Diver
Ichiban
is baller.
Kasuga and other Like a Dragon characters team up to thwart a gang of troublemakers in classic beat-em-up style, all while perfecting new recipes at Bancho Sushi. Dave the Diver Ichiban's Holiday arrives this April on PS5 and PS4. The Splitgate 2 alpha begins February 27th on PS5. Use portals and futuristic physics to dominate the arena, and play a new 24-player mode where 3 teams compete on a massive map.
Dude, the FOV's gonna give me...
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman. I'm here to give you an exclusive first look in the future of the WWE 2K franchise.
Where's Logan Paul? Or is it Jake Paul? I'm telling you, I still can't tell the difference between them. And they've been in pop culture for years. I can't tell the difference. They're doing like a whole WWE world thing. Huh. Okay. Is it Paul? Jake? I don't know, man.
Personalize their My Superstars like never before. As the first of its kind for the franchise, the island is not just an addition, it's a bold step toward the future. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the island.
I don't know anything about wrestling, so I just know DSP really, really likes it. Borderlands 4.
Sup? I'm Randy from Gearbox. And I'm Randy from Gearbox. And you know why we're here? We're here for you. Are you ready? It's 2025, and every day we are getting closer to the launch of Borderlands 4. Let's go!
Wake up and I'm feeling like I wake up feeling like I'm brand new. I wake up feeling like I'm brand new. You don't wanna try me, I'm on different timing. You don't wanna try me, I'm on different timing. Get up the beat like coming off the heat like we step on the beat like. Come on! Wake up
Dude, and remember,
So badass.
2K's the same company
We
publishing.
don't have to wait long now. Borderlands 4 is going to break free for a special state of play this spring, focused exclusively on Borderlands 4. And we're diving deep, you guys. Join us. Borderlands 4, state of play for combat, vault hunters, action skills, exploration and discovery, everything. You're gonna see more guns than you can even count. All on PlayStation 5, but Randy, do you have anything else for us? I think I do, Randy. Well, what is it? Don't hold out on me, Randy. I'll feed you, baby bird. Who wants a launch date for Borderlands 4? This Randy. Well, Borderlands 4 launches worldwide for everyone on September 23rd, 2025. We got work to do. See you in spring.
Okay. Oh, Split Fiction. Haze Light. That makes me think GTA is coming like October.
Look, I don't mean to be rude.
Jacob said, oh, thank God they didn't have any of the characters talk.
So you want to go through more of your crazy stories? My crazy stories? But how are we supposed to get out of here if we don't start to trust each other?
I don't need your trust.
We need friendship.
I kind of need yours.
2, 1,
I took inspiration for this story from when me and my sister were younger.
Look at all of this.
It's amazing. I base the story around my dad. All I can do is write this silly story. Oh, we'll face it together. We got this.
Yeah.
Follow my lead.
Are you for real, Zoe? I wrote it when I was a kid.
What sort of double child were you?
Hands above your head.
What now?
Ah, I did not sign up for this.
Brace yourself, Zoe!
Dude, that game's gonna be a good old time. Ooh. Oh wait, is this the movie? No, it's the studio. Okay, Supermassive. Concord 2? No.
Status report. Looks like it penetrated through there. We need to inspect the hull damage first.
Doesn't look too bad.
Doesn't look too good either. What is that? You feeling all right?
My body's going one way and my mind's going another.
What is that? This ship is infected with an alien organism. It still doesn't feel real sometimes.
Never forget why you started. Lord have mercy.
Do you think Williams knows more about this substance than he's letting on? No! You can't take any chances with him.
It can manipulate its physical appearance. It's changing its cellular structure. It's replicating the human form. It's replacing us.
I know this will be difficult to hear, but if you're still out there, you deserve the truth.
Directive 8020. Seems like one of those games that on Metacritic will either get an 80 or a 20, you know? I do love Supermassive stuff. I like the Quarry. It was campy and silly and stupid, but it was a good time. It's not for everybody.
So let me explain the situation. One of our contractors, Edwin Murray, has gone missing, leaving our property abandoned in his warehouse.
Five Nights at Freddy's?
Your job is simple. Enter the warehouse and retrieve the technology that he was developing for us.
No way, was I right?
It's a kind of prototype endoskeleton that can adapt to any costume and become any character. We suspect it may be malfunctioning, so just be aware of the slim but non-zero chance that you could sustain significant injuries while attempting to retrieve it, including but not limited to death or dismemberment. We fully expect the retrieval process to go smoothly and without incident. But just in case, we suggest you get your affairs in order before arriving.
Back to
Secret of the Mimic.
Thank you for being a valued member of the Fazbear team.
June 13th. Okay.
Greetings from Moonhood. We're the creators of the Midnight Walk.
Oh, this game looks so good.
Created entirely in clay, where you will journey down a nightmarish highway riddled with terrors that want to devour you and your little lantern creature, Hawk Boy. Together with your little friend, you must outsmart these terrors and bring back fire to this mad world we've handcrafted for you. So please enjoy this short gameplay preview.
Dude, I know not everybody loves the claymation, like, art style. I love it.
Burnt one woke from a deep slumber.
Fire? I'd almost forgotten how it felt. You're the caretaker of this little firecracker? I reckon you must be headed for Moon Mountain. Am I right?
Close your eyes to make things clear.
Oh, I want it. May 8th. Okay. And it's in VR. Dude, I love that art style. Oh,
Thanks to Klaus and Olaf for that updated look at the Midnight Walk. Up next, a quirky new adventure from Konami.
Darwin's Paradox.
In Darwin's Paradox, you play as Darwin, a clever octopus who finds himself dumped near a highly suspicious food processing center. Use Darwin's natural camouflage and inking skills to escape the facility and save the world.
Oh, that's clever.
From aliens.
That looks really cute. The Octodad prequel.
We're excited to reveal a brand new title from Koei Tecmo Games and Omega Force. Warriors Abyss, a roguelite spin on the Warriors franchise.
Not my cup of tea, but okay.
Descend into hell. Call on powerful allies. And experiment with tons of playstyle combinations to send the enemy hordes flying. A roguelite hell awaits when Warriors Abyss launches on PS5 and PS4 later today.
Oh, wow. Just casually dropping it today.
For whom are you working? I won't forgive you. Prepare yourself!
A PS2 era classic returns with Onimusha 2: Samurai's Destiny. Capcom is enhancing the original game with HD graphics and a host of quality of life features, including fine-tuned analog controls. Immerse yourself in Jubei's hard-boiled journey and fight through a world of turmoil alongside trusty allies. Onimusha 2: Samurai's Destiny comes to PS4 on May 23rd and will be available for pre-order later today.
Oh.
Looking to 2026, let's check out a new trailer for Capcom's latest entry in the series, Onimusha: Way of the Sword.
Does it not feel weird to announce something for the PS4? Like, I get it. You can still buy it on PS5. It's just the PS4 version of the game. But, like, does it not feel weird to be announcing, like, a PS4 only release at a PS5 event, too, you know? But anyway.
気合い入れてこいよ。強さの証明だろ。勝てばそれでいい。てめえらごときがいくら束になってこようが。やべえ。気合い入れすぎだろ。
ご無事で何よりです。
お前、なんだ?
It's Forspoken. I just killed those guys with my sword. I just did that. I have a bright future. Oh god, talking gauntlets, man. Oh.
Tighten the security on this place. He's coming here. I'm sure of it. America is out to destroy the Shagohod and get its hands on your inheritance. The Philosopher's legacy. Then they're out to kill me as well.
What's the story between you and the boss?
She was like a mother, and my master.
The Cobras will take care of him.
Do you hear me, Snake? We are the sons of the boss.
I see it! The fear!
A great and terrible fury at being alive. A host of sorrows. And you are one of them.
Why'd you come back? There's nothing for you here. Go home. Go back to your boss.
But I still have the Shagohod and the legacy. There is nothing America can do to stop us. I'm not finished yet!
Snake Eater! Booyah! Well, there you go. Okay. Okay. August 28th. Okay. What else we got? 'Cause how far in are we?
When the fury of emotions,
yeah, like 15 minutes left.
Fire of violence. It dissolves our illusions and exposes the fragile structure of reality.
I have 1,000 questions. Why did you come back?
I stood in the home I was born in.
Oh,
In
this is
moment,
that
I felt the connection.
what's it called?
Epsilon 11, sound off. Where are my men?
Yeah, this is the one that looks like a crossover between Death Stranding and like I don't even know what.
What happened here?
Like Once Human, maybe?
Madness, hatred, and lots of it. Impossible. It's you. We must continue. We've begun to uncover.
September 4th. Hell is Us. Yeah, that one looks really trippy and crazy. Yeah, it's like Control mixed with Death Stranding mixed with Once Human. It's a really interesting melding. Oh, what? Liza P? Hello?
How can it be winter all of a sudden?
Sorry. You want to know the year? What a pleasure to meet a stalker worthy of the name. It's been far, far too long.
Oh, my forever friend. Help me to hold your hand and dance.
You're not the puppet I was expecting. Who are you?
She was looking for someone. Legendary. She stepped up only because no one else could. Too many stalkers were lost to that evil.
I'll do whatever it takes. Your survival is all
man.
that matters. Nothing else comes close, not even my life. I swear I won't be late. Not again.
Overture. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Throbbing. Best word I can pick for what I'm feeling right now.
Then once in a lifetime.
Ion.
Where do you think doors have eyes? We don't know where our children will put down roots.
Okay. Dream of another. Dreams of another. I may not be artistically minded enough to fully appreciate that.
皆さんこんにちは。Qゲームスのクリエイティブディレクターのバイオンです。私の最新作ドリームオブサナザーはいかがだったでしょうか。破壊なくして想像はないというテーマのもと、ドリームオブサナザーではシューティングゲームの常識を覆す体験ができます。武器で傷つけたり破壊するのではなく、抽象化している散らばった世界を具体化して想像することができるのです。本作ではポイントクラウドというテクノロジーを採用し、プレイヤーは幻想的な夢の世界へダイナミックな変化を与えることができます。今年 PS5 登場予定で、本日からウィッシュリストへの追加ができます。ありがとうございました。
Really trippy.
Hey everyone, I'm Kristen Zatani, and I'm excited to share even more PlayStation news in today's show.
Okay. Days Gone Remastered.
Days Gone Remastered. The definitive version of Ben Studios' post-apocalyptic open-world epic comes to PS5 with VRR support and PS5 Pro support.
I'm gonna be real, it looks the same.
It also includes added content like permadeath and speedrun modes, an enhanced photo mode, new accessibility features, and Horde Assault, a survival arcade mode with increased horde sizes that will provide a fresh way to experience Days Gone.
Okay, I like that. That's cool.
And if you purchase Days Gone on PlayStation 4, you can upgrade to a digital version of Days Gone Remastered and get all the content and features for $10.
Okay.
Days Gone Remastered launches on PS5.
$10 for the Horde mode. Everything else looks the same. And I really like Days Gone.
New DLC is coming to Stellar Blade this June.
Oh, guys, keep it together. I don't want to hear any mommies, any uppies. Keep chat respectful.
Plus a new outfit.
Okay.
Both the Nikkei DLC and the PC version of Stellar Blade launch this June. We've got some great PlayStation Plus updates today, starting with game catalog titles arriving on February 18th. Star Wars Jedi Survivor, Top Spin 2K25, and launching in a game catalog, Lost Records Bloom and Rage, from the creators of Life is Strange.
Did you girls ever see anything weird around these parts?
In this episodic adventure, players will join 4 high school girls living through the defining summer of their lives. What begins as a tale of friendship will eventually blend reality, dreams, and the unknown into a dual timeline narrative. The first episode of Lost Records Bloom and Rage arrives February 18th, with the second episode arriving in April.
I'll probably play it, but I hate the episodic
We're
thing,
also
man.
excited to confirm 2 unique indie titles that will launch into game catalog later this year. Explore a mysterious mansion and blueprints, a genre-bending architectural adventure.
Architectural adventure? What does that mean?
Every door is a new decision as you build out a sprawling manor with 45 shifting rooms, adding layers of strategy, puzzles, and exploration.
Ah.
Blueprints launches day 1 into game catalog this spring.
That's weird. That's cool, though.
Abiotic Factor is a 6-player survival crafting game from Playstack and Deep Field Games. Stranded miles beneath the surface, you and a team of scientists must craft ingenious gear and traps to outwit your enemies and make this bizarre underground complex your new home. Abiotic Factor will be available in game catalog when it launches this summer.
It's not Game Pass, it's game catalog.
Now let's get a sneak peek at games coming to the PlayStation Plus Classics catalog. Coming soon are the first 3 Armored Core titles from the original PlayStation.
That's cool.
Armored Core Project Phantasma, and Armored Core Master of Arena.
That's great.
Meanwhile, Patapon 3 slides its way into the Classics catalog next week.
No one
Capture on
knows
PS5.
how that world came into being. It devoured everything from the past. Only I was left. That was a fatal mistake.
It's the aura of the Grail pieces. I can sense it. As long as it is reforged.
It's beautiful.
My wish can be fulfilled.
But wishes come at a price.
To pursue one's wishes is to court one's doom.
Ooh, I love big set pieces.
Holy Grail. Blood. This is a feast only for the king. Can't escape from your doomed fate.
Gwendolyn, this is your final warning.
My quarrel lies not with you, but I will take back everything that belongs to me. Even if the price is my soul.
Tides of Annihilation. In development.
The table is dead. It exists no
Okay.
more.
Okay. That was pretty good, cheap. Oh god. Was this the Bungie game?
How do you feel? Is something bothering you?
Just some noise in my core.
Deep down in the depths of Vulcan, you must retrieve the Architect's core.
Retrieving core.
They will send everything they have to stop us.
You know I would never want to see you hurt. But the path we walk demands the extreme.
I remember you.
Run away.
Metal Eden from Deep Silver. Okay.
My memory's still a bit blurry.
Build a rocket boy.
Remember this.
Diaz! Showtime!
I have these gaps inside my head.
Oh, is this that, that
You made
everywhere
it.
game thing?
That's just leftover hardware. It's been decommissioned. What the hell is happening? All I know is that Silvercorp is a piece of my story. I'll cover you. All this time you just wanted answers about the tech in your head? Are you kidding me? This thing has ruined my life.
You have no idea who you're dealing with. And what you did, we should have left you in the desert.
This is not the first time we've had a fatal error with your tech.
Yes, make it stop! Make it stop!
I know what I have to do. This is the only way.
Mind's Eye. Yeah, it's that everywhere game.
Hello, I'm Leslie Benzies, director of Mind's Eye, Build a Rocket Boy's new action-adventure set in the fictional city of Red Rock, where AI and human greed collide to bring Earth to the precipice of collapse. All captured on PlayStation 5 Pro. We're now proud to share some gameplay footage with the explosive combat and high-octane driving that you can expect on PlayStation 5 later this year.
I don't know, man. Just watching the gameplay, I can feel the input lag from here.
Do not lose her.
Tires are out. Proceeding on foot.
That's cool.
I'm coming to you now.
The search and rescue bots. They're malfunctioning. They're attacking us.
Okay. Water? I hear water.
It always comes back to this.
Not actual gameplay. Okay. Well.
This world, this moment, this choice.
Is this a 24 FPS trailer? I think it might be. It's bold.
Every time the sun dies, madness reigns. Then everything begins again.
So it's a roguelite.
But after every death, I always come back stronger.
Yep.
I know that you are here, and I will find you.
Yeah, it's got to be House Marquee, right? I think you might be right. Yeah. Okay, I will do that next year. I will do that next year.
Hey everyone, I'm Gregory Loudon, Creative Director at Housemarque. We are thrilled to announce that our latest game, Saros, is launching next year on PS5 and enhanced for PS5.
Sorry, Housemarque, not Housemarque.
Saros is the ultimate evolution of the Housemarque gameplay-first experience. It's a new single-player IP that builds on Returnal's award-winning third-person action. You play Arjun Devraj, performed by the brilliant Rahul Kohli. Arjun is a powerful enforcer searching for answers on a hostile, shape-shifting planet haunted by an ominous eclipse. All of us at Housemarque can't wait to share more about Saros, with our first look at gameplay coming later this year. Thanks for watching.
Is that it? Oh, that's it. Okay. So, yeah, that's it. Okay. Huh. I'm sorry, the whole event kind of had, this could have been an email energy. You know what I mean? It's like, did we really? I mean, huh. I'm like, okay. Let's I'm trying to collect my thoughts and buy time. I don't know, man. So on the one hand, I was braced for like Fair Game $, and Marathon and the Horizon multiplayer game, but at least those are like big names. This though was like, there just was nothing really. I mean, the Days Gone remaster, I would have thought that I would leave excited about that, but instead it looked identical. So I don't know where they're getting the term remaster from. And I mean, the Horde mode is cool. I could see that being fun, but $10 for like a mode, like a little mode, you're probably going to play for an hour. I don't know, man. Okay. Ghost of Yotei. The fact, yeah, Jack, I agree. The fact there's no trailer for Ghost of Yotei, I'm thoroughly surprised by that. That's supposed to be out this year, and they didn't show anything. There's also, I mean, we're supposed to be doing player tests for Ghost of Yotei, or for Marathon rather. We're supposed to get the Horizon game. We're supposed to get, there's a lot on their docket, and they didn't show any of it, which is surprising. And it makes it, I mean, the Lies of P DLC announcement, that's really cool. That's really cool. But this makes me really feel like we're going to see delays. The fact that like they didn't show any event, or they're just saving it for Summer Game Fest, like like some of you were saying in chat. Yeah, they might just be saving stuff for Summer Game Fest or whatever their version of the show is. No Death Stranding. Well, that's the thing. Kojima, he's going to some event in like a month, and he's going to do a whole panel about it. There's the other thing where who was I talking? I was talking to somebody, and they were very insistent. They're like, no, PlayStation, like, they're not thrilled with the performance of the original Death Stranding, so I don't think that they're that excited for that. But I don't know. I still think that they'd want his trailer there. The trailers get views at the very least. Why does everyone expect to see big hitters in a state of play? I wasn't expecting any crazy big announcements. The Lies of P DLC announcement is a cool, that I did not expect, and that's awesome. Beyond that, I was expecting to see something from their lineup, though, that's been announced and like established. So I was expecting to see like Fair Game $. And I really thought for sure after they did an announcement, people would be like, oh, that they would then line it up with an announcement over like, you know, Fair Games or the Marathon stuff, just something. But I don't know. Yeah, MGS Delta, Onimusha, Fair Games probably dead. I mean, I'm sure they're freaking out over it. They've got to figure out how to salvage it. But I mean, they released one trailer that was memed into oblivion. So I don't know how they're gonna dig themselves out of that. Huh. Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna do a survey. Let's do it this way. All right, easier in chat. Just in whatever chat you're watching from. Put out of 10 where you'd put it, you know, scale of 1 to 10. 10 being amazing. They announced Bloodborne 2, the next God of War Red Dead 3 and GTA 7, and then a 1 being they had literally nothing. See a lot of 2s, 3s, 5s, 3s, 4s, 4s, 3s, 2, 6, 2 out of 10. Arc Surfer says 8 out of 10. So it must have had a lot of stuff you were liking. Lots of CG trailers. Yeah, I mean, I don't, the cinematic trailers don't do anything for me. Like, it's cool to see what Housemarque has been working on, that they're like doing something, but again, the whole event was like, that could have been an email kind of energy, you know? Change the resolution and up the frame rate equals remaster. Give me $10. Well, $10 if you already own it on PS4. If you don't own it on PS4, you need to pay, I think, the full 60, 70, whatever it is. I don't know. For me, the big takeaway was the Days Gone remaster. I think we'll probably check that out. The new thing from Supermassive, we'll see what that's like. But I don't know, man. I was expecting more to talk about. Honestly, can't believe Digimon stole the show. Is Wolverine never coming out? I think that's been pushed back too. I don't know. After seeing a lot of that whole showcase, I'm feeling pretty strongly that they probably are delaying a lot of stuff. That's my guesstimation. Nerdy Giant, thing for the 5. I don't know why, but I just have a bad feeling on Hell Is Us. Just, I don't know. I can't shake the feeling it's not going to be great. I'm guessing it's probably one of those like 8 out of 10, 7.5, 8 out of 10 games. Like I think it's going to have some like core problems where like inventory is horrible, or maybe it's like enemy variety is awful, or the combat is super delayed. It's gonna have stuff like that, but art style and presentation is probably gonna be great. Moriarty, thing for the 5. I know I sound like a hater, but I feel like for about 5 years now, every gaming showcase has been Monster Hunter, Yakuza, and Death Stranding. You are a hater. Some of us like that. No, you're totally fine. Samaya, thing for that one. Liza P, DLC finally, otherwise showcase was mid. Nerdy Giant, still no $. Yeah. Nix, thank you for the membership. Buck's Basement, yeah, can't believe Digimon stole the show. Yeah. Quadrupus, thank you for the 2. Fan of what I've been seeing with Midnight Walk. Midnight Walk looks baller. And I mean, I know some people don't like the art style. They don't like the claymation thing, but I love it. I love all that like spooky, scary, creepy stuff. No Mafia. Well, so here's the thing. Take-Two has a lot on their plate. So Borderlands 4, I did not expect to see Borderlands 4 here, but Take-Two is publishing Borderlands. They have Mafia this year, allegedly still. They have, of course, GTA 6. They have, I think they also published the WWE game, right? Isn't that also 2K? So Take-Two has a lot of stuff. Borderlands needs a new change. They're boring and the same thing over and over again. I don't know. I think those Borderlands games, when they were at their peak, it was a very particular type of game, and it appealed to a very particular type of player, and it was the writing and everything was very, very much a product of its time. And I just think nowadays it just comes off as cringy. So I agree. I think it kind of needs a reinvention. Needs something fresh. Because I agree. It's like, it looks like Borderlands, and I'm still not that interested. You know. Might just be me. Thank you for that 5. Marvel 1943 is supposed to come out this year, but no word on it. Do you think it'll get canceled or pushed back? I think that game's probably 3 hours long, if that. And so I think that they probably do a trailer at Summer Game Fest, and then they drop it like a week later. I just don't think there's much to it. That game screams Order 1886 to me. Like, it just very visually impressive, but I think there's just nothing much to it. Like, I just don't think there's much content there. Yeah, the fact that over half the games are coming to PS4 is just sad. I mean, this is the thing. Whenever I bring this up on videos and clips, people go, well, Luke, you understand there's over 100 million PS4s out there. Of course they're going to bring these games to PS4. I'm like, I get it. I understand why they're doing it. But whenever you make a game that is cross-compatible with the device from 2013, it's still just kind of underwhelming because you're in the middle of the PS5 state of play and you're hoping to see really cool stuff that's pushing the boundary. And with some of it, oh, it's a remaster remake thing of a PS2 game. Okay, I get it. It's not like gonna blow my socks off. It's a PS2 game upgraded a bit, but I still it's just kind of underwhelming and disappointing, you know? Xbox already cut off Xbox One years ago. I don't know why Sony stuck with the PS4. I think because, again, like, they have a lot of people out there. They still see the units moving. And I'm sure they do get crazy numbers of units sold when they release games on PS4 because there's still tens upon tens upon tens of millions of people still playing on PS4. So for them, I think they don't see it as that costly. For some of the of course big stuff, you know, that'll be exclusive to PS5, I'm sure. Like Intergalactic is not cross-gen. You know, Wolverine, I don't think will be cross-gen, but still. PS4 sold so well. There's so many out there disappointed with PS3. Maybe Sony just likes that. No, I mean, it's just, they view it as leaving money on the table. I think that's the big thing. Like, for them, they're looking at it, and with some of these releases, they're like, yeah, we could do a remaster and just put it on PS5, or we do cross-gen and sell an extra 300,000 copies, 400,000 copies. Why not? And you can't really blame them. Like, again, I get why they're doing it, but I also feel like I should be allowed to be a little underwhelmed when they do that type of thing. Yeah, Days Gone remaster. I'm guessing, bro, give us a sequel, not this. Days Gone's still good looking, man. Who needs this? We have more PS4 remasters than original PS5 games. Just make a sequel already. Why is Sony wasting resources on this? Just make a sequel. I think like 10 people worked on this. That's... again, I've played a lot of Days Gone in my day, and like the PS4 port, or the PC port rather, this doesn't look like a remaster to me. It looks like the PC port. So like the Horde mode looks cool. I'm down for the Horde mode, but everything else, I'm like, new content. Okay, I'm paying attention. Permadeath, that's like, that would take a modder 15 minutes to make. Okay. Enhanced photo mode. Okay, so there's some new frames you can put around. New accessibility features. That's cool. That feels like it should be a free update, frankly. Speedrun mode. Okay, again, it's like, you know, a modder could knock that out quick. Horde Assault. This is the one where I'm like, okay, this is new content. This is cool. I like this. So we can get a game that like it looks the same, but we have to pay $10 or buy it again. And we get like one little new mode, you know, it's, I like Days Gone, but come on. That's underwhelming. Thoughts on the Mind's Eye from Rocket Boy and Tides of Annihilation. Tides of Annihilation looks really cool. That looks really, really cool. Mind's Eye from Rocket Boy, that's that, yeah, this everywhere thing. I don't understand what that even means, but the whole thing is bizarre. There's just something about it that looks a little off. I don't know how else to put it. There's just something about the Mind's Eye stuff. This is the old trailer. But there's just something about it that just doesn't look quite right. And I can't put my finger on it, you know? I don't know if it's just that it's an Unreal Engine game, and so therefore it looks kind of, I don't know. There's just something about it. Why do you think Insomniac was missing? Probably because Wolverine's a big enough game that they can wait and do that at their big show. They learned the hard way a couple of years ago that state of plays cannot be treated like showcases. When you say this is a PlayStation 5 showcase, people expect big heavy hitters. And they, one year, like a year or two ago, they tried to do a PlayStation showcase, but they filled it with content like this that was kind of all second string, you know, grade content, just not the big heavy hitters. People were thoroughly disappointed, very upset about it. And I think they just learned the hard way that they have to have some big stuff when they do those showcases. So they're probably saving Wolverine for that. They'll save the Ghost of Yotei trailer for that. And we'll get like a 15-minute showcase of the big stuff, probably in June or around June. So will Ghost of Yotei be delayed, or are they just saving it? I mean, at this point, we don't really know. I was really surprised we didn't see it. I thought that was a pretty locked in solid thing. I mean, you could tell from my thumbnail on this stream, I was pretty confident we'd see Ghost of Yotei. So not seeing it was more surprising than it would have been to see it. Ricardo, thank you for that. All this PS4, PS5 problem makes me wonder when the PS6 releases will happen the same things. Why upgrade to a PS6 if you can still play on the PS5? I mean, part of the PS5 like slow transition was tied to the lockdowns and the supply chain issues. It was impossible to actually get a PS5 even if you wanted one. And so they just decided to keep porting stuff to everything because the adoption of the PS5 was so slow compared to what they were probably hoping for. They still sold millions of units, but I think they were hoping for it to convert even faster. And I mean, again, it's just one of those things where it's like, if there's 100 million people out there playing on PS4s, or 100 million PS4s out there, 80 million people playing on them, whatever it is. To not release the game also on that just feels like you're leaving money on the table, because you kind of are. You release God of War Ragnarok exclusive to PS5, you're only going to sell this much. You release it on PS4 as well, you're going to sell this much. So of course, release it on both. Yes, it technically holds back the game or whatever. But, you know, I think with those games, they designed the thing from scratch to be on PS4 as well. That was part of the game plan. So I just think, you know, it's part of Sony's strategy. But, you know, typically the reason you make stuff exclusive to the next gen console is because it will convert into console sales. You'll get people to buy the console just for that game that's exclusive to it. But that's not been Sony's problem. They're selling plenty of consoles. The problem early in the gen was that people couldn't get one even if they wanted it, because scalpers and supply was too low. So they've never had problems converting people and selling consoles. It's just, you know, been a matter of volume. And that's why selling it on PS4 as well, I think, helps. Kojima probably wants his own showcase for Death Stranding. Yeah, or, I mean, you might be right. I mean, he might have gone to them and been like, yes, I have a trailer. It's 35 minutes long. There is a dance number in it, and they're just like, no. No, Hideo, no. Go do it with Jeff. Jeff will love to do that with you. He'll do the dance number with you. And Hideo's like, yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay, good idea. Oh, man. Gotta say, I'm genuinely Noel's pissed off. I'm not sure what that word was supposed to be. I'm genuinely pissed off at another remastered for a PS4 title when people want a sequel. Seeing Days Gone was kind of insulting. I mean, especially after how poorly they treated everybody involved with Days Gone, to then remaster it and try to cash in on it does feel kind of bad. And bear in mind, they also just shut down the game they were working on, and they're probably going to be doing layoffs at that studio and everything. So it's just, the whole thing feels bad. And it looks the damn same. Exactly. It looks identical. So I don't know, man. If I had to give that a grade, like a letter grade, that to me was like a D+. I wouldn't go D-, but I think that there was a real lack of interesting reveals or tidbits. I was thoroughly bedeviled. Liza P was cool. That's cool, but oh man, everything else, I'm like, what was the point of that? Xbox Direct is better than this. I mean, the Xbox Direct did come out swinging. I'll give them that. It really did. So no one's talking about Borderlands. I mean, at least in my community, and this, like, I don't know. It's just not that exciting, man. Like, the footage looks like Borderlands, but like, that's kind of it. I don't really know what else to say. I'm like, yep, there's guns. I know there's a lot of people that love Borderlands, but I'm just, for me, it looks like Borderlands, you know? And after the last couple that have been really cringy, I just don't know what else to say. Mind's Eye by Leslie Benzies. The game created by the legendary former Rockstar Games producers, launching this summer. This game looks awesome. I'm pretty sure the protagonist is acted, or at least given the same likeness as Lincoln Clay from Mafia 3, which is pretty cool too. Yeah, the actor who played him. I mean, maybe it ends up being amazing, but we'll see. We'll see. Knowing he came from Rockstar shows at least he has a certain standard he wants to uphold, but we'll see, because it is not easy to do a big open world game in a modern setting and make it feel good. It's not easy. Not easy at all. Goats, thank you for the 5. Thoughts on Housemarque's new game? I know it's just a cinematic, but I can't help but get hyped over Returnal's quality. Also love the content, bro. Thank you, my friend, and thank you for the 5. I mean, there's just only so much you can go with or go off of with a cinematic trailer. You know, the crazy enemy design gets me interested. I like that. I like the aesthetic and art style. I thought that looked good. But I mean, we didn't get any gameplay, so I don't know. But knowing how good Returnal was and how tight all of the movements and everything were, that's really interesting. For me personally, I would hope that this one is less of a bullet hell and more focused on like bigger encounters against like more complex individual enemies. But that's just me. I'm the same way, even in D&D, when I play D&D or run the D&D campaign for my friends, I just personally prefer one big baddie that you fight against versus 50 different ones. I just personally like that more. And I know that some people love the hordes. Some people like chopping through hundreds and hundreds. I personally like the individual fights. So I think it'd be cool to see a Housemarque game with like an individual focus on bigger bosses and enemies, as opposed to just bullet hell chaos, you know. And I know you can have big bosses that are also bullet hell, you know, like a lot of Returnal's bosses, of course. But if they focus more on movement and less on, I don't know how to phrase it. The bullet hell stuff gives me a migraine. So if they could shake it up and try something different, I'd be all in for that. Big boss, you say? Yes, I did. Supermassive new game, your opinion? I mean, I do think they've made massive improvements to the facial animations based on what I saw. They've made huge strides with the facial animations. If you played The Quarry, you know all too well how clunky those were. But you'll notice that they don't stick on anybody's faces too long in this trailer. There's a lot of quick cuts, but even there, I can see way more complexity, even just in the movements of the foreheads, the brow. There's different anchor points, like with the cheekbone, and then here in the cusp of the cheek right beneath it. One thing is, it does seem like in classic fashion, they are using a lot of heavy film grain, a lot of post-processing effects, which can look really good, but it can also definitely be overdone. But it looks very good just in terms of the animation quality and all of that. Writing wise, I'm not sure what they're going for. Like, is this going to be kind of campy horror? Because that gets you out of a lot of trouble if you're like, oh, that's cringe. Yeah, it's supposed to be. It's campy. Problem solved. Which is what they've done before with like The Quarry. The Quarry's really campy and silly and like intentionally cringy at times. But this seems much more straight, much more like serious and direct in tone. And that just raises the bar. That raises the standard, because then you can't get away with things being a little awkward, which is always the problem and the difficulty with games like this. I mean, the monster kind of deformed face design looks good. I think it's going to be a graphical showcase for sure. But you'll also notice them doing, this is a super massive classic, okay? I'm going to point it out, and once I show you this, you're never going to unsee it, okay? Buckle up. You'll never be able to unsee this. One of the things that they do to boost the fidelity of these cutscenes is that they go depth of field to 1,000. If it was a slider from 0 to 10, they put it on 1,000. And part of that makes it so that they can, you know, not push detail in the background. But also one of the ways they do it is that they tend to focus the light very harshly on the characters talking in frame and darken everything behind them. So you'll see tons of very close up, tight in shots like this with really good fidelity, but everything else behind them, everything around them is very dark, is very much out of focus, very blurred out. And they do it constantly. And it allows them to push the fidelity level really high, but it also is something that once you've seen it, you can't unsee it, you know. Tides of Annihilation. This one is really, really trippy. Somebody was saying this looks like Stellar Blade mixed with Elden Ring, which might be fair. I'm just be real at the outset. The game looks graphically ridiculous. I mean, it looks unbelievable across the board. And whenever I see something that looks that good in a first reveal trailer, unless it's from like a really well-known high reputation studio, I get a little, you know, I get a little suspicious. This team is Eclipse Glow Games, okay? Eclipse Glow Games. Let's Google them. Eclipse Glow Games. Let's see. They say something about the devs. It's a new studio based in Chengdu, China, supported by investment from Chinese megacorp Tencent. Classic. Eclipse Glow is made up of over 100 developers with previous experience creating games for franchises including Yakuza, For Honor, Assassin's Creed, Persona, and Prince of Persia. So it's a handful of, it seems, former Ubisoft support studio devs and stuff. Debuting Tides of Annihilation at Sony State of Play is an incredible, humbling accomplishment for the Eclipse Glow development team, said Kun Fu, lead game producer at Eclipse Glow Games. It's also just the beginning. We've created a world that reimagines Arthurian legend where themes of courage, loyalty, and heroism intertwined with an epic story set in a strange yet familiar setting that will test the mettle of true gamers and push the genre forward. Interesting. So it's a brand new studio with a lot of money from Tencent behind them. Definitely can see the Elden Ring inspirations, but I mean, it is a graphical powerhouse through and through. But as we've seen with other games from like Chinese developers that look graphically amazing, typically they're able to follow through and like the game looks really, really good, but performance is usually a concern. So you just never know. So I would just say with something like this, yes, it looks great, but I would maintain cautious optimism and a skeptical outlook because it's a team that literally, I mean, we have never heard from them before. It's a brand new team. So hopefully they take the approach of the Crimson Desert guys from Korea. They try to be very transparent with it, even though it's something new and fresh that looks too good to be true. They should be very clear. They should do like bring the game to trade shows, bring it for play tests at various events. That's how you instill confidence to be like, yeah, no, the game is real. Look, it's playing on a PS5 right there. You can see it. Boot it up, play it. Like that, just that frame drop, watch that. Granted, it's in development. They don't even say it's like close to done, but that 3, 4, 5, that was 5 dropped frames, 2, 3, 4 dropped. So 3 dropped frames there, 1, 2, 2 more dropped frames. That was 3 more. And you can see it. I mean, it stutters like mad right here. So, you know, it's just something to be cautious of because if it looks good, too good to be true, often it is. Not always, but often. And the level of fidelity they're cranking out here is insane for a team of 100 people. Doesn't mean it's impossible, but it's insane for 100 people. So I would just be cautious. Yeah, it's not exclusive. Yeah, it says it's coming to Xbox. This trailer is actually on Xbox, so it's on Xbox, PC, and PlayStation. Yeah, I don't think Tencent would want them to do exclusive stuff, and I don't think PlayStation would give them money for it. So like there are some promising little tidbits. There were some cool things in there, but you also got to remember that do you remember the game Abandoned? That was shown at a PlayStation showcase, and that game was fake. So again, if it looks good, be excited about it, be interested in it, but don't lock in, don't pre-order, whatever the hell. Okay. Folly, thank you for the 5. Luke, Space Marine 2 grind is making me crazy. Do you think they'll add orcs to the game as a fully new animal or as a fully new enemy type? Also, I'm downloading Metaphor right now. Ooh, baby, buckle up because that game's about to eat up a good chunk of your life. It's amazing. As for whether they'll add orcs, I would be very surprised if they do. I mean, don't get me wrong, I would love it if they did, but orcs were already in the first Space Marine game, and they fight very, very differently than Tyranids. So I would just be very surprised if they did, frankly. I think it would be way more complicated to add them than, you know, what they've done so far. So we'll see, but I'd be very surprised. Probably just save it for a sequel, because you better believe they got greenlit for a sequel after the success of the release. Hello Us looks promising. Yeah, that game's going to be an acid trip. That game's going to be a real acid trip. But anyway, so with all that said, the showcase really left us with not a whole lot to talk about. But there's that. So there you go. There you go. He took my thing.